Welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share with a friend. Thank you very much. And last night was a beautiful night indeed, my friends. Our beloved New Jersey Devils headed into Columbus, looking to build off a beautiful victory in Tampa a couple nights prior. And the New Jersey Devils come out with a gutsy 3-2 victory on the road. And wow, guys, what can we say? This team, they came back. After a somewhat disheartening performance to open the season in Carolina, the boys respond big time in Tampa, and they followed up with another beautiful performance in Columbus. A couple quick notes on the game. Jake Allen, kind of the story of the game early on. Jake Allen was under fire. Columbus getting power plays. Allen just seeing tons of rubber, making tons of beautiful saves. I think at one point we were outshot like 13-2 or something in that first period, and Jake Allen kept him in the game. You cannot praise him enough. If it wasn't for Jake Allen, we may have been down and out of this one early on. He really was stellar in there. And then the Devils finally get a power play. Power play one, looking a little different from the previous two games. They go back to the core four plus Dougie Hamilton, something a lot of us talked about after that Tampa game. Power play was pretty cold. Wanted to see some new looks, and sure enough, in that first period on the power play, Timo Meier from the right side just blasts one into the back of the net. Love to see Timo getting it going, his second goal of the year, and what can we say? Timo, just absolute beast. Hopefully he keeps it going from the start of the season. I know a lot of people have complained, they say, Timo started scoring in March, but I think we're going to see a really motivated and driven Timo Meier this season, and if he continues to get power play one time, as he should, I believe it could be a big season for our boy Timo. Love me some Timo Meier, but Timo gives the Devils the 1-0 lead, and then that second period came, and an unfortunate turnover by Jackhughes. Marchenko goes in on the breakaway and scores. I mean, what are you going to do? I'm sure Jack would like to have that play back, but up until that point, Allen was perfect. Finally gives up the goal on the breakaway. 1-1, and it's like, okay, Columbus was pushing the pace for points of the game. Devils surviving at times. But then they go back on the power play, and what do you know? Our boy, Arseny Gritsuk, with another highlight reel. Just a beautiful saucer pass across the ice. Bouncing puck, and Dawson Mercer one-time tees it up. Beautiful pass from Gritsuk. Beautiful finish from Dawson Mercer. That gave the Devils a 2-1 lead. And in the third period, Devils holding on to that lead until the final moments with the goaltender on the bench for the Blue Jackets and the extra attacker. Dawson Mercer ices it with the empty netter from behind center ice. Beautiful shot by Mercer. Again, for those that have, I'm not going to say criticized, but questioned Dawson Mercer, I've defended this guy for a very long time. You need guys like Dawson Mercer to win Stanley Cups. You can put him out there in all situations. You can't say that about many guys around the league. And Mercer is that guy. Power play, penalty kill, late in games, protecting a lead. You saw it last night. And not only did he protect the lead, he added to it. Puts it on ice, although there was a scary moment. So Devils take the 3-1 lead on Mercer's empty netter. And then with the goalie pulled, again, a little bit of a fracas in front, pinballing puck, and it gets jammed home by Voronkov to cut the lead to 3-2 with about 21 seconds left. And that was scary times, but the Devils survived. Gutsy road win. And what can you say? They're not all going to be pretty. Last night's certainly wasn't, but it was a beautiful team win. What can be said about Dawson Mercer? I mean, 2 goals. He now has 3 points in 3 games. I don't expect him to be a point-per-game guy for the whole season, but Dawson Mercer, I do believe, in that top 6 role, will have a big bounce-back year and hopefully silence some of the critics and the naysayers, because he is looking like he's trying to take that next step. And I've, from before the season, said I do think he will return to his 22-23 production, mid-50s, maybe even 60 points, depending. Now, if he does lose his spot on power play 1, I think that will hurt his production a little bit. But if we're being real, it seems like he is really going to claim that top 6 role this season. Dawson, Timo, and Nico looked absolutely phenomenal last night, and hopefully we see the chemistry continue with them and they play well all season long. That would be a really big help and go a long way for this New Jersey Devils club if Dawson Mercer is in fact a capable top 6 player, and I believed he's had the talent and the potential all along. It's just a matter of him putting it together, and we may finally see it in this season. That is a great line. I really like what they've been doing. So Dawson Mercer, looking to have a big season for the Devils. And then obviously the rookie phenom, Gutsy. I mean, wow, 3 assists in 3 games. Again, I don't expect him to be a point-per-game guy for the entire season, but he looks phenomenal. All we heard about early on was, oh, he has a great shot, great release. But then you start watching this kid, and what are the holes in his game? I mean, amazing skater, great speed, great vision, great hands for passing. We've seen wild assists from him already. And obviously the great shot and release, which hasn't been getting goals in the regular season just yet. Wait till he starts burying pucks. Right now, he's just setting up other guys. I cannot wait to see when Gutsy starts burying goals. I mean, what an absolute threat. This kid, the sky is the limit. I am super high on him. I'm still trying to contain my excitement a little bit, as I've talked about before, because, you know, it's a lot of expectations to put on a young guy coming into the league, especially from the KHL, and we've seen guys from the KHL come over before and the skills not really translate. That certainly does not seem to be the case with Gutsy. He seems as advertised, if not better. The sky's the limit for this kid, and I would love to see him get at least a nomination for the Calder Trophy as NHL Rookie of the Year, if not win it. But if he keeps playing like this, I think there's a real good chance he could win it. I mean, we'll see. Again, I don't want to get crazy here, but in a bottom 6 role, this kid is doing it all, and he's revived the bottom 6. Let's be clear. I know a lot of people are calling for him to bump up with Jack and Brat, and I get the temptation. You know, you want to kind of load up those top lines and really see what they could do. But I do believe at the moment, leaving Gutsy in the bottom 6 is the best option for this Devils club because it really gives that balanced attack. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me there, but if you take Gutsy out of the bottom 6 and elevate him to one of the top 2 lines, I do think it really hurts that bottom 6, and we finally have that depth scoring. What is depth scoring? Depth scoring is Gutsy going out there and making whoever he's playing with better and feeding them. Love to see it from Gutsy. It's going to be a treat to see him, guys, all season long as this kid just continues to make a name for himself in this league. But Gutsy, super exciting. And it's a gutsy win. Obviously, Jake Allen had to come out of the game after 2 periods due to cramps. Hopefully that is the real situation and it's not a real injury. And like to see Jake back in there as soon as possible. Markey comes out for the 3rd, and then on that last goal, he went down on his back, and it looked like he was something with his hand. There was guys chopping around, but then it looked like he was kind of favoring one of his legs getting off the ice. Hopefully Markey is not injured. I think that would be a massive blow to this club, but that's why you need to have 2 good goalies in this league. Jake is certainly able to carry the load if Markey's going to be out for any sort of time. We saw it last season, and without Allen, when Markey went down last year, we very well may have missed the playoffs. I mean, I think it probably would have happened. Without the stellar play of Jake Allen during Markstrom's absence last season, the Devils probably do not make the playoffs. But hopefully we get some news on Markey. Hopefully it's not too serious. We don't know yet. And again, hopefully Jake Allen is good as well. But if either one of them are injured for some sort of time, I do believe we will see either Nico Dawes or Jacob Malik called up from Utica, because what other move do we have here? Goaltending depth is obviously another great thing to have in this league. Depth in general, guys. I mean, let's give it up for Fitzy. For all the people that complain about Fitz with various different things, the depth has come into play big time this season already, both on defense and up front. You know, Kovacevic is down. You know, Nemitz jumps right back in that spot. Earlier on, Pesci looked like he may have been hurt. We had, Casey maybe to jump in. The defensive depth on this team is phenomenal, and we're seeing some nice depth up front as well. Newly acquired New Jersey Devil, Zach McEwen, I thought looked amazing in his debut against the Lightning. And he gets hurt in that game. I mean, the injury plague and the injury bug just is haunting this team for several seasons now. I don't know when it will be over. It's just completely disheartening. And I thought McEwen looked like a great fourth-line piece that could stick around for this club and really contribute. And then we find out he's hurt, and then Hallinan plugs in. Hallinan didn't get a lot of ice last night, but I'm hoping he gets another chance, in the next couple of games. He's a guy I was rooting for going back to last season. I did like his game and thought he could bring something in the bottom 6. Didn't get a lot of ice last night, but we'll see, going forward what the plan is for him, or if a guy like LeChance maybe gets a shot. But I think we'll see Hallinan for at least a couple more games, and hopefully he makes the most of his opportunity here. But the depth, Fitz has really done a great job in building that depth for this club for this year. And we may need to see the goaltending depth as well, depending on what's going on with Allen and or Markstrom. But finally, the depth is here, and we're relying on it early because this team seems to be cursed in terms of injuries. It is unfortunate. It is part of the game. It seems like it's haunted the Devils more so than other teams, but hopefully no more. But I mean, it seems like a guy's getting hurt every game. It's truly unbelievable. But I'm fired up, guys. Your New Jersey Devils, our beloved New Jersey Devils, are coming home to the Rock. 2-1 on the season, starting off with a horrific schedule thanks to the schedule makers. 3 games on the road against playoff caliber teams. And here we are. After that Carolina game, a lot of people, all the doomers were writing off the season, this, that. Wild overreaction after the first game. It is unfortunate. Carolina has had our number and has owned us for so long. That is something that's going to have to be figured out down the line. We don't play them again until January, but we need to figure out the recipe to beat them in the playoffs for sure. But that's a future problem. For now, the New Jersey Devils have a great chance to beat any team on any given night, and they finish up the trip 2-1. 2-1, beating a very good Tampa team and a dangerous Columbus team on the road. Coming home to the Rock, 2-1, and going into the season, I believe all of you, or at least the sane folks out there, would have signed up for 2-1 in a heartbeat. Starting off on the road against those 3 clubs to come home 2-1 with 4 out of a potential 6 points. What a job by the boys. What an absolutely beautiful job by the boys on the road, and now we got 2 big ones at our barn. If you're going to the opening game against the Panthers on Thursday or to the Oilers game on Saturday at the Rock, get loud and get excited. Let the boys know you are in the building and give them your support vocally. Scream until you lose your voice. The Rock should be absolutely electric for these next 2 games, and hopefully electric all season long. But this group, I just have a special feeling about them, guys. I really do. I'm trying not to get too carried away, but the response has been amazing. 2 gutsy road wins after that stinker in Raleigh, and we're coming home for 2 big ones. The back-to-back Cup champs on Thursday against the Panthers, and the back-to-back Cup losers at McDavid and the Oilers on Saturday. If you're going, get loud, get excited, show the boys some love, and if you're not going, go buy some tickets. Go on the Devils website, buy some tickets, and get your to the Rock, because they are going to be 2 amazing atmospheres, 2 amazing games, and hopefully we see our beloved New Jersey Devils win both of them. That would be phenomenal. And should they win both of those home games, which would be great. I'd be ecstatic. If they win both of those home games, it would be the first 4-game winning streak for this club since January of 2023. Nearly 3 calendar years. I have said I do believe this year we take care of that. This team will win at least 4 games in a row at some point this season, and I think they win 6 or more. But I think they will at least have a 6-game winning streak at some point this season. Would love nothing more than to see it during this brutal October schedule. To rattle off 6 in October would be a phenomenal thing to see and give them a nice little cushion going forward. But I think they do it at some point this season for sure. But, I mean, here we are, guys. 2-1. This team is exciting. There's so much to be excited about. Timo's getting it going. Dawson Mercer looking to have a big year. Obviously, Gutsy. The defense looks solid. Jake Allen has been solid. Markstrom, a little shaky thus far, but I think he will settle down. Hopefully he's not injured. But there's so much to like about this team, guys. Slightly heavier, edgier, more violent, winning close games. And, how could I forget? Silly me. I'd be remiss if I did not discuss the special teams. Oh, the special teams. Last year, the special teams were an immense strength for our New Jersey Devils. Expecting it to be a strength again this year. Powerplay started off not so hot, 0 for 6 through the first 2 games. They go 2 for 2 last night, and what does the penalty kill do? Oh, the penalty kill was also perfect. 5 for 5 against the Blue Jackets, and that is 7 for 7 overall in the special teams. You go 2 for 2 on the power play, you go 5 for 5 on the kill. That is special teams perfection, my friends. 7 for 7. You love to see it. Absolutely beautiful. And that is the reason we won the game last night. You can win or lose games in this league easily on special teams, and it happens many nights. Last night, the Devils won the special teams battle, and as a result, they won the game in a 4-point divisional game. These are 4-point swings. Beautiful, beautiful win for this team. You'd love to see it. I do think the sky is the limit for this group. I think they're going to get better as the season goes on. And we're doing this without Jackhughes at his best. Clearly, Jack has struggled a little bit. I think he's going to start cooking at the Rock. I think we're going to see some vintage Jackhughes over the next 2 games back at home at the Rock. And once Jack gets going, we're 2-1 against 3 very good teams on the road with Jackhughes not at his optimal level. Once Jack is unleashed, Oh man, look out. This team is only going to get better. Think about that. 2-1 in 3 tough road games without Jack Hughes being vintage Jack Hughes. Wait till Jack hits his stride. And I believe we're going to see it happen at the Rock in these next 2 games. We're going to see Jack start popping off. And when that happens, look out, guys. Look out. But, I mean, if you're not excited about this team yet, I don't know what to tell you. This is going to be an exciting season. Lots of storylines and plot lines to follow along the way. But I think it's going to be a great season for the boys. And hopefully this is our year to make that deep run. But, wow. Talked about a lot here. I'm very excited. Thursday can't come soon enough. I will be at the home opener. I go to most of them, and it's going to be a fun time. I'll probably see a bunch of you there. I just can't wait. Exciting times for Devils fans. Embrace it. This team is not last year's team. The bottom 6 is producing, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Depth scoring has arrived, and this is a fun team to watch, guys. How could you not love the boys? I mean, what a group. What a group. But let me know what you thought about anything I said in this video in the comments. Anything, everything New Jersey Devils hockey, you just throw it out there in the comments. I enjoyed talking to most of you. I'll be back soon. Tons of stuff in the works. Shout out to everyone that came out for the Post-Postgame Live. If you're not familiar, I do a Post-Postgame Live show after MSG's postgame goes off the air, where I discuss the game with all of you. I pull up a bunch of your comments, react to them, and it's a fun little community we've been building here. So if you haven't seen one of those yet, check it out. I'll put the link in the description for last night's Post-Postgame Live. I'll be doing that after every game this season. Super fun stuff. Love talking to all of you, mingling with Devils fans. It's been a fun ride, and got a lot of exciting things in the works, folks. A lot of exciting things in the works. Keep your eyes peeled. But that's it. That's all I have for now. I'll be back very soon. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go